Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Wes Rowdy Hogue, and I am here with Paul Showtime Strickland Jr. And as always during this quarantine, our fruity little friend, Kyle, whatever he's calling himself today, Young. We are here to call a one-off event that is like none other. It is called the Better Half Dash. It will be some of the top drivers in this league's girlfriends and wives battling it out here, Paul.
Yeah, absolutely, Wes. These guys always put on a great show on Thursday nights. We actually just wrapped up with these guys. They ran the Shift North series. And a huge shout out to Shift Marketing and Design for shortening up that long mouthful name that they had there. And they're actually starting up this week, tonight even. They're starting up their iRock series. They're running the prelim qualifying race tonight for all the drivers that aren't locked in. So pretty exciting news there. And you'll be able to catch that iRock feature this Thursday on VidaneTV, so do not miss that. But you definitely don't want to miss the task at hand right now. This Better Half Dash. We got a field of looks like about a dozen, maybe 15 or so drivers. And like you said, Wes, this is the wives, the girlfriends, the cousins, the female better halves of all the drivers in this series. And watching.
Did you just throw cousins in there for better halves?
There's a cousin in there. I mean, come on, it's racing. It's just short track racing. Come on.
Oh boy! Are you ready for this, Kyle? Kyle, I think this will be something that I don't think we've ever called before anything even close to it.
No, Wes, I think that's pretty well confirmed for sure. This will be a very unique event. Should be very fun, very wild to say the least. We're putting a bunch of people that don't have a lot of iRacing experience behind the wheel for a 30-lap iRacing feature. And this will click off pretty fast. This is just 30 laps, no cautions, just go out there and run this race. So this should be very entertaining to say the least. Honestly, I'm thinking this might be one of the most entertaining things that we've done on VidaneTV yet to date.
Man, we call some entertaining action, and shout out to everybody that watches the action that we put on almost 7 days a week now. Shout out to Paul hitting the buttons and giving you guys one hell of a stream, and everybody on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, however you watch it across the street through your neighbor's window through binoculars while she's changing. She has this on her TV. If you're watching it, that's awesome too. But this might be the top thing that we've called here, Paul. And Paul, give us a little bit of background about this, not only this league, but who just won the championship for these guys?
So John Peters actually locked up the championship last week. He won about 53 races in a 12-race stretch. So definitely dominated the field and locked up the championship a race early, which was pretty exciting. And he was crowned officially the champion last Thursday. I believe he even won the race, too, if I'm not mistaken. So that's one of those things where you got to win to get the championship, earn the championship, and it works out really well. And right now, we're still looking at about 6.5 minutes of qualifying left. So I do want to give a shout out to everybody that's listening. I can see the numbers are already starting to grow. The viewership numbers on YouTube and on Facebook finally got our YouTube squared away. So if you're near a high-def TV or something that's got a Fire Stick in it, definitely do a quick search for us on YouTube and get that beautiful, gorgeous 1080p stream that you can only get on YouTube. We're still trying to get that on Facebook, but they won't let us for some reason. They dang that Zuckerberg. But in any sense, we got a great race here on tap. Going to be awesome, and we want to make sure that everybody is involved here in the chat. So let us know where you're watching from and who you're rooting for, as always, and we'll try and get to all of the shout-outs that we can. I know Kyle's going to be taking a look at the Facebook chat, and Wes is going to be looking at the YouTube chat, and I'm going to try and bounce back and forth between the two of them throughout this 30-lap feature.
All right, so we're going to have 30 laps. We're going to have no cautions during these 30 laps, so I know that's going to make things extremely interesting. And then we're going to crown ourselves a winner. And we even have some of these young ladies, I believe, in our Discord as well. So we'll get to possibly talk to a top three. So I'm excited for this. And then after this event, right around 8 o'clock, it's the Florida Pro Truck Series, which you can find here at VidaneTV, as well as the Florida Pro Truck Challenge Series Facebook page. So looking forward to that as well. So, all right, Paul, we've came a long way here in Vidane in about a month and a half that we've been around. We've a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, and that's what it's came down to, Paul. This is our Super Bowl, I think. All right, Kyle, looking at the field, who's your pick?
Oh boy. Well, man, see, this is the fun about this type of event is that we don't really know who's going to be good and who's going to not be good. Right now we've got Mandy Kenfield on the pole. She's the only one inside the 14-second bracket, ran a 14.910. Everybody else is in the 15s on. You know what? I am going to go with this driver simply because of the paint scheme. She has her boyfriend. Do we have a connections list on to how everybody's connected to each other so we know what to properly call everybody? I don't know. But either way, I'm going with Jessica Lewandowski. She's got her man's photo plastered all over the front end of that race car, just like Corey LaJoie in last year's Daytona 500. My pick is the 01 car.
That's a great pick. I'm going to have to go with there was a driver out there that was doing some hot laps. I'm like, dang it, she might be driving better than her man. And as I'm pulling everything up here, that might be a Melissa Casagrande. She was doing a heck of a job in her machine. So looks like they actually have advanced it, Paul and Kyle. And looks like we're about to go green flag race.
Indeed, they have drivers taking the grid right now. So let's take you through the grid, let you know where everybody is starting on the pole. As previously mentioned, in car number 76, that will be Mandy Kentfield, and to her outside in the number 51 car will be Brooke Shaw. Jessica Lewandowski will start in position number 3 in the 01 machine, and Kat Haley in the number 7 will start in 4th. Rounding up the top 5 in car number 1 will be Tanya Hinckley, and to her outside in the number 56 machine is Lindsay Bollier. Melissa Casagrande will roll off in position number 7. She will have the 13 cars slapped on her door panels for this evening's race, and Lacey Brunel will start to her outside in the 14 machine in position number 8. Fifth row, rounding out the top 10, we have the number 96 of Lindsay Walker, and the 10th starter will be the 4 machine of Nicole Smith. 11th place starter in the 73 is Rachel Doran. She will start in P11. Alyssa Casagrande on the outside of row 6 will start 12th. And on the caboose for the field, starting in 13th, the number 3 machine of Valerie Uhouse. So we've got 13 drivers, 30 laps of distance, no cautions, straight through. This should be fun.
And Kyle, a quick word put in by Kyle Casagrande is there's no damage, so that's pretty important as well. So they could beat the crap out of these cars and still have them 100% cosmetically.
Yeah, I think that's a good call for these ladies. Not very many of them having a lot of iRacing experience, so if they make a mistake, spin out, slap the wall, they can just keep going without much of a penalty at all. So good call by these guys to throw a damageless street stock underneath the.
All right, so we see the pace car make its way down onto pit road. They exit turn 4, and they are off. Lap 1 is underway of this better half dash, a 30-lap event, and here comes the 7 of Kat Haley. Kat Haley with a big move to move up into 3rd, and that's 7.
Lap number 1 going to go in the books. Pole sitter Mandy Kentfield will lead it. Jessica Lewandowski.
The 73 of Rachel Dorian gets wrecked. Oh, and she collects the 3. This is all happening at the start-finish line. The 73 and the 3. Big junk. And there goes the 96. Wyatt Alexander's better half goes around.
We had one clean lap in. And
Lacey's around.
We're starting to see some struggles. Lacey.
There goes the white claw.
Somebody just got T-boned.
Oh, man. This is a demo derby.
Big problems all over turn number 3. Tanya Hinckley's involved. Valerie Uhouse is involved. Rachel Doran looks like she's coming back up to speed. Lacey Brunel is still spun out on the front stretch trying to get her number 14 machine back. Now she does, and she hits Valerie Uhouse into the outside wall with a big shot. Lacey probably doesn't care too much. She's rolling on without many issues after that one. Oh, now she's in the turn 4 wall and around again.
Kat Haley spinning her out in the number 7 car there, and got one stopped, and that's the 101 flipping. Lindsay goes flipping in the 56, and the 23 of Alyssa Casagrande makes contact. And Kyle, remember that league back in NRO3 days where it was just a demo derby, last man standing with RTR? That's exactly what this is. Lacey has ended up on her roof, and she has to call a tow. Man, my head hurts.
A wild start to this one. Mandy Kenfield is still out in front here. The crowd absolutely loving this. Everybody throwing in their support. Series regular Evan Bullier pulling for Lindsay. There's another flip there. The 96 just went over. That's Lindsay Walker. Oh boy.
Our 76, our leader Mandy Kenfield, had to play a little dodgeball coming out of turn 4 is up. She spins out Tanya Hinckley. Oh, gives her one more shot in that one. Just a complete demolition derby in that beautiful machine. Oh, here comes the 96. Nope, the 96, not so much. I'm loving the corner entry here, Kyle. It's a lot like myself when I'm getting off the interstate on 295 in Jacksonville. And the 73 goes flipping with the 0-1.
Cars are absolutely flying everywhere. And look at Mandy Kenfield split the difference between those two.
Oh, I hope his face is okay.
This is absolutely great.
This exit of 4 was basically a junkyard. Oh, man, this is great to see. And somehow, Mandy Kenfield has led it from flag to flag so far, Kyle, coming under lap 12.
She's doing a fantastic job. She's staying in the car out front. Then, oh my goodness, the 96 is launched into the air. That was vicious. Mandy Kenfield still out in front, as you just mentioned. Does it look like we have a battle for third with the 4? Yes, I'm watching it. The 4 and the 51. The 51 just went spinning in turn 4. That was Brooke Shaw. Nicole Smith was who she was battling with. She just got her front end chopped off by the 73 of Rachel Dorian. Wow. This is absolutely great.
The whole race is a battle. It's a battle of the wits. This is like a bunch of females lining up outside of the hair salon the first day that their state reopens. It is just a battle for that first chair.
It really is. So far, Mandy Kenfield is dominating the battle back into the hair salon. And we're already starting to get some call-outs here, Wes. Brandon Uhouse is calling out Matt Kenfield as the one that's actually behind the wheel of that 76 car. So we've got some shade coming from the chat. The 73 gets spun out on the front stretch once again. Lacey Brunel got to go hard head-on into the outside wall. Now there's more contact with the 1 and the 4. Cars are absolutely smashing and crashing everywhere.
Less contact at the bumper cars at the kiddie ball at the park. Oh man, the 57 of Brooke Shaw or 51 of Brooke Shaw goes around, and somehow Kentfield, whichever one it is underneath the that machine of the 76, is still leading the way. And we got one on its roof on the backstretch and not moving. It's still not moving. Rachel Dorian up now. She calls it.
She turtled it, as we like to call here in the iRacing world, so she'll have to suffer the tow, go back to the pits, and lose a few more laps before she'll be able to rejoin the racing field. I'm noticing the gap from first and second is starting to shrink here, Wes. Melissa Casagrande in the 13 machine, she's starting to reel in race leader Mandy Kenfield. We're closing in on 11 laps to go right now. All of the action is distracting us from the lap counter. She actually lost some time that last lap. She lost about a second and change. But does
the lap counter at this point?
I think really all that the lap counter means is when the madness is going to end. Other than that, no, probably.
Basically death race is what this is right now. This is awesome. Kat Haley is getting the front end of a lot of wrecks. Oh, there's 3 wide to the 1. Oh, there's the 14 of Lacey Brunel. Alyssa Casagrande. Nice save, Alyssa. Nicole Smith in that beautiful Cole Trickle ride, that Superflow machine. These girls are really beating and banging. This is kind of like that lingerie flag football.
I was going to make note, the 14 of Lacey, someone's going to have to take her Trulies away, but she wrecked about 6 times on the front stretch and kept it pointed straight. That was awesome.
I think she's having herself a lot of fun here right now. She just doored, there goes Jessica. Jessica Lewandowski, she just doored her in the middle of 1 and 2 and then gave a nice shot to the back bumper of Nicole Smith in the 4. Now it looks like she's getting her handling underneath her and she's starting to click off some good lap times. Oh, Mandy Kenfield, race leader. She's got a windshield full of the 51 of Brooke Shaw, trying to bump her out of the way, get her away from where she's at. She's now had Lacey Brunel all over the back end. Oh boy.
I mean, especially if there's that conspiracy that it's actually Matt under and that's behind the wheel. I could see people gunning for her, or gunning for that car, we should say. But great driving though by Mandy, if that is Mandy. This is just pure calamity with 5 to go.
Makes you wonder if maybe Matt set her up with the AI cars and iRacing and just blasted a bunch of them spinning and crashing all over the place, because she's avoiding absolutely everything. She's had to have had a flawless race so far. I don't even know if I've seen her really touch anybody, let alone get caught up in a.
Just want a car or two that's gotten into her way. I'll give her that. But what I love seeing here as we come around to 2 to go next time by is we're seeing these girls literally come to stops to miss wrecks and get going. You don't get to see that every race that we call this time around 2 to go.
Man, there's some absolute shade getting thrown in this chat. Brandon Uhouse is saying that he's heard rumors that we actually are watching Zane Farrell drive right now, and Lacey Brunel has been the one that's actually been driving throughout the league. So, yikes. White flag is
awesome.
Oh, and oh, collects the 14. Man, just a wrecking ball is made. Oh, the Ford
got trouble.
barrel rolled in the air.
It's been a wild last lap for Mandy Kenfield. She's going to be able to hang on. The wire-to-wire checkered flag flies, and the number 76 of Mandy Kenfield, avoiding drama for the most part, had to slice her way through, flipping and crashing cars on that final lap, but she does it. She wins it by 5.9 seconds over Melissa Casagrande, and we'll have to give a few minutes or so for the rest of the field to wrap up because everybody else is off the lead lap.
Oh man, having to catch my breath after that one. That was fun. That was absolutely fun.
Nicole Smith is still stuck on her roof on the backstretch. She's been sitting there for about the last 2 laps.
She's having a donut while she's sitting there. Just all right.
All right, so it looks like the final results are coming in now. So Mandy Kenfield, we know, is our winner, finishing with a flawless race, leading all 30 laps up front, 5.965 second victory over Melissa Casagrande. Those two were the only ones on the lead lap. Brooke Shaw in the 51 car, she will come home in position number 3. Jessica Lewandowski is 4th. Lindsay Bullier wrapping out the top 5. And then we have Alyssa Casagrande in 6th, Nicole Smith in 7th, Kat Haley in 8th, Rachel Doran in 9th, and Lacey Brunel rounding out the top 10.
What a race. I honestly feel like that was a regular street stock race that I see at my local dirt track, to be honest with you. That might have actually had less wrecks. I'm not gonna lie. Man, that was a lot of fun to call. Paul, have you caught your breath over there? I know your fingers gotta hurt hitting those damn buttons so many times trying to keep up with the action.
Yeah, action all the way through this race, and here we go. Mandy burning them down on the front stretch. Awesome to see that. Actually pretty good. Got around one time so far. That looks like the second time around we're going to smash into that Jersey barrier. Yeah, give it a little bit of a boop. It's fine. It's burning down the tires. Hard-fought victory, leading flag to flag. Man, after all that, I think I need a cold beer and a cigarette. Hanging out up here in the booth. We're going to see if we can get some post-race interviews here. See if anybody joins us up here on the in the Discord chat. But man, that was a lot of action. Definitely something new that we've seen here at VidaneTV. I got to tell you, I might have to talk to Corey Casagrande and Zane Farrell, the league administrators over here. We might have to do these lady races on in the Thursday time slot every week.
Maybe like a pre-IROC series support division. We throw the ladies out there for. Can you imagine this group in the super late models at Daytona?
Oh, absolutely. We'll take a minute right now to talk to League Administrator Corey Casagrande. Corey, that was something.
Yeah, that was hilarious. You guys did a good job trying to figure it out, but yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, just talking with Kyle and Wes right now, we were thinking about maybe swapping out the iRock series for a ladies' weekly series. What do you think about that?
I mean, once we get the ratings, we'll decide on that. We might just fire all our guys and make it a women's only league.
Perfect. I like the idea. Just taking a look at Discord, doesn't look like we've got anybody that participated in the race in here for an interview, do we?
I have the top 3 in the Victory Lane channel.
Oh, perfect. We can do that. Oh yeah, because numbers. So we'll go with the third place finisher. Kyle, you've caught up with the third place finisher, Brooke Shaw, in the 51 car.
I have. We've been able to step over and maneuver our way through all of the smoke and the smoldering heap of race cars to get down to the front stretch to chit chat with our top three here with Brooke Shaw. Brooke, a P3 finish here, started in position number 2, dropped back to 3rd. That was wild, to say the absolute least.
Yeah, I mean, I looked at it as kind of like Mario Kart, but on absolute steroids. It's definitely very crazy. I've gained a lot of appreciation for this during this experience.
So walk us through some of your warm-up routines. What kind of practice did you have going into this? Any type of preparation whatsoever that led you to a very successful 3rd place?
Yeah, John would have me practice, and I mean, I wanted to practice for this, but we would practice a few times a week, and just to show me a line and everything. It was hard to really learn how to do this. It's not just like driving a car out on the road, but yeah, I practiced a few times a week, and he would just show me different tips and tricks.
So what do you think? Now that you got a little experience under your belt, you got a top 3. I mean, you're not a championship winner like John is, but you think you can take?
I mean, that's a lot to live up to. I mean, I don't know. Maybe if I practice more and get out there more for fun, maybe. But I think I'm going to have to let this be John's rodeo.
Well, either way, a great run. 3rd place finish here tonight. Obviously, other than John, anybody that you'd like to thank, you have the opportunity.
Oh, my goodness. John, of course. My family, John's family, his parents have been really checking in, so that's been really nice. I, of course, have to thank my sponsors, Rental Radiators, Turn 4 Automotive, Digby's Variety, Libby's Septic Service, and no, John did not word those to me. I did take the time to really remember those.
She's an absolute natural on the microphone. Brooke Shaw coming home in position number 3 here this evening. I'll send it on over to Wes, who actually gets to interview his pick for the race out of the 2 of ours. And yes, he did win by 2 spots. Melissa Casagrande down here with Wes.
All right, Melissa, I had to pick you because I was just watching practice and I had no clue who to pick. And I'm like, all right, Melissa looks good, but how good is she? And you're good enough to pick up a 2nd place. Tell us how you got it done, how you were able to avoid most of the calamity. Are you there?
Way to go, Wes. You scared her off.
Oh, sorry. No, Kyle told me to hit the wrong button on the wheel. So
Damn it, Kyle.
I know. Well, thanks for picking me, even though I didn't get you the first. But yeah, it's quite an interesting game. Kyle initially, I guess, taught me pretty well. I think it was pretty much trying to avoid every single crash I could. Was really where I was at. But yeah, it was definitely a pretty fun time, and I think that the guys need to let us do this a little bit more often.
There were some rumors out there that possibly it's been you females that have been running the regular season, and this was actually your worse halves running in this race. Can you confirm or deny that? Was that actually Kyle out there tonight?
I mean, I don't know that he would have came back with the 2nd if it was him. So
I think Kyle would have got upset and parked it because he would have got wrecked so many times. He would have said that did it. But you did a wonderful job out there. Great looking car as well. You did, to me, a fantastic job learning how to do this and kind of getting an appreciation for the iRacing simulator. How much practice did you get in before tonight?
I think we had 2 or 3 practices with all the girls. And then I went on a little bit before the practice today, but our setup's in the basement, so I try to avoid a little bit. So maybe next time a little bit more practice, but no, so far, not too much.
We know that you got a little bit of help of getting used to the rig and the setup and all that, who would you like to thank that helped you get here to this second place finish and helped you get used to the simulator?
Definitely have to thank the guys, Kyle, Corey, for sure, watching them race all these years. And then Charles and Zane, I know that group just kind of loves this thing. So I think they've done a really great job kind of making sure that get to race. And yeah, and happy birthday, Charles.
Oh, well, happy birthday, Charles. Once again, I had to pick you because you look great in practice and you did one heck of a job in the race. So I have to say congratulations to you, Miss Casagrande. And hopefully you guys get to do this again because we had a lot of fun calling this in the booth.
Thank you.
All right. And I believe Mr. Strickland, are you there with our winner?
I am. I'm down here in Victory Lane with Mandy Kentfield in that 76 ride. Led it flag to flag all 30 laps. Mandy, what a race. Congratulations. There's a talk button that you have to press.
You're probably going to have to tell him to get out from behind the wheel. And
I don't know if you guys are still in the server. She's talking over on iRacing instead of Discord. She can hear us.
Oh, no.
Other button.
All right. Can you
There
guys
it is.
hear me?
Nailed it. First try.
There we go.
Hey.
Mandy, great race. You led all 30 laps here tonight. The first ever better half dash. And, man, great race. Congratulations. Tell us how you got it done.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Well, I think, honestly, my key was just staying consistent, being on my line, and like everybody else said, avoiding all the...
Absolutely. There was action all the way around the track, all throughout the race, and great car control. I definitely got to give it to you. It's one of those things we definitely would like to see here again on VidaneTV. Gonna have a couple more. I kept telling Corey that we need to just kind of swap the Thursday night series out for a ladies race. I think that would be pretty cool. Do a weekly series or something like that. But if we want to hand over the microphone to you, let you thank anybody that may be watching at home, friends, family, any sponsors, or anybody that's helped you get it done here tonight.
I would definitely like to do this again and make it a weekly thing. That'd be good, but I don't think my husband would be willing to give it up that much. But I would like to thank all of our fellow teachers at Weddington Hills Elementary School in Concord, North Carolina. So go Wildcats. And I do want to thank Shift Marketing. So thank you guys for doing all you do. And I also want to thank my husband for being such a great coach on this thing during all my practices and stuff. So, but yeah, pretty much his coaching paid off. So I appreciate everybody, but go Wildcats.
Go Wildcats indeed. And again, congratulations on a very, very strong showing here tonight. Again, led all 30 laps and more importantly, led the very last lap to win the very first ever Better Half Dash here with the New England, Pennsylvania iRacing Series. Now, Corey, man, that's a wrap. I really do think we should put on more of these ladies races, man. This is a good show.
Yeah, it sounds like everybody had fun, so we'll give it a try again some other time. Maybe in the middle of the next season or something. Give them another shot at it. Pick a different track, maybe. Maybe we'll put them on Daytona with cup cars or something.
There you go.
Road course too.
Oh, that'd be awesome. That'd be really cool. We're just looking at some of the slow motion.
Maybe Watkins Glen.
Towards the last half of the race. I'm seeing Chipotle cars. I'm seeing Marlboro cars. I'm seeing a Folgers car. All of my favorite things. There's a barefoot wine car out there. And then there's Charles' face on the front of the 01 car. So happy birthday again, Charles. Pretty cool looking paint scheme there. But man, that's gonna wrap it up here for the Better Half Dash. Kyle, Wes, final thoughts before we shut this thing down.
That was absolutely everything that I expected it to be. Lots of action, lots of excitement, lots of drama, nonstop, just bing, bang, boom. There was something going on the entire race. Highly entertaining. Shout out to the New England, Pennsylvania group for putting this on. Shout out to all the ladies who decided to jump on their husbands, their boyfriends, sim rigs, and have some fun with us, have some fun for all the viewers. and do something a little bit different here on VidaneTV. That was absolutely great, and I would love to see it happen again. My vote 100% would go to Watkins Glen for that event. That would be great.
Absolutely. And Wes, same question. Wes must have
boy,
took
the
off to the
excitement
bar. Well, in any sense, we do have to wrap this up. We do have another show coming up here tonight, so if you're watching at home, both on Facebook and on YouTube, be sure to stick around. We're going to reset the feed, reset everything here in the production trailer, get going with some Florida Pro Truck action here starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so you definitely do not want to miss that. And then Wednesday night, we continue on with the New Smyrna World E-Series of Racing, racing street stocks, these very same cars at New Smyrna, and you're going to be able to see a lot of the drivers from Central and North and, well, I guess Southern Florida too, racing at New Smyrna. So thank you guys so much for coming out, and big props to the New England, Pennsylvania iRacing Series for putting this show on. Absolute entertainment. That's the most entertaining 30 minutes I think we've ever had here on VidaneTV. So thank you guys for watching on both Facebook and YouTube. Be sure to share the replay, and like I made mention earlier, now that we've got the YouTube page all squared away, back up and running, be sure to check it out on the big screen, on a smart TV, or anything that's got like an Amazon Fire Stick or anything like that with the YouTube app. Look for, search for VidaneTV, and you'll be able to pick up the Better Half Dash race, and you'll be able to watch that in 1080p. So very cool. But thank you guys so much for watching. For VidaneTV, for Kyle Worldwide Young, for Rowdy Wesley Hogue, everybody here, the men and the women at the New England, Pennsylvania iRacing Series, thank you so much for watching. We're going to reset. We're going to be back in 30 minutes here at VidaneTV for the Florida Pro Truck Series race. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back soon.